Okay, on Saturday, I'm minding my own business, Brian. Having a relaxing Saturday here at home as a storm approaches. And I noticed our phones start beeping and we got an air quality advisory from Environment Canada. That is like the National Weather Service in the United States. And it was an air quality health index of 7. And normally it's around 2 or 3. In Regina, because we're a small city with 250,000 people, there's no traffic pollution per se that's really shows up on these things. There's not large industry usually, but there is an oil refinery 2 miles away from me, and it's on the northeast part of the city, and we had a northeast wind, I noticed, so I thought, hey, I bet that's it. So I got out, shot some video. There's all kinds of security around the refinery. They don't like you shooting video, but I did anyway, and I postulated on Twitter that it was the refinery, and I asked journalists to look into it, and to my disbelief, one actually did.
Wow.
And they contacted Environment Canada. I have to read you the quote. Yeah, Justin Scher, a meteorologist with Environment Canada, said the worsening air quality was likely the result of a specific weather pattern capturing industrial pollutants. Quote, "It is rather a localized phenomenon right now, just in Regina. I believe there is some kind of plant or something that that can cause increased levels." Well, ding, ding, ding. James is right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I cried wolf and I was correct.
And I saw that too, that there was an air quality advisory, but I'm lazy, so I didn't look into it any further, but I suspected it was something like that.
Really? Well, people seem okay with that. You know, no one seems to complain. We live right next door to a refinery. I know somebody on Twitter said they got them in Sarnia, and it's a big problem in Sarnia because there's a lot of petrochemicals being developed there, and the cancer rates are off the charts there. It's worse than here. But generally speaking, if you live near a refinery, and when I say near, I mean within 10 miles or 16 kilometers, your risk of cancer for certain cancers goes up noticeably. And we're all just okay with it. You know, it's okay. They just expanded the refinery. Some a-hole on Twitter said, well, you moved into that neighborhood and they built the refinery in 1962 or something, or 1948. Well, no, they didn't. They had a tiny little refinery here in 48, and I didn't move in here, and the whole city didn't choose to move here. And you know, the refinery is evil. They have lawyers, and media can't cover anything or get to any information for security reasons, and it's all BS. You know, I don't want them to give up any security information, but I also don't want us all to fucking die of cancer prematurely. I mean, it's bullshit. It's crap. So in 2020, a team of physicians, environmental scientists, and students at the University of Texas Medical Branch completed a multi-year study of cancer rates among individuals living close proximity to oil refineries and found statistically significant increases in several cancers among those living nearest to these facilities. We observed the proximity to an oil refinery was associated with this increased risk. For example, persons residing within 10 miles, 0 to 10 miles, were statistically significantly more likely diagnosed with lymphoma than individuals who lived within 21 to 30 miles of an oil refinery. Increased risk for 10 miles or 16 kilometers is, like I said, the entire city and our bedroom communities, Brian. I had my geography genius son figure it out. It was 260,000 people in that circle around that area, and we're all just okay with this. Just keep burning things, good jobs. I'm happy to die. Well, I'm not. Bladder cancer. My friend has bladder cancer. My friend Jack has bladder cancer. And he lives, not too close to the refinery, but he's in the north end. And lung cancers are up to, 3 to 10% higher risk. According to The Guardian, a dozen U.S. oil refineries in 2021 exceeded the federal limit on average benzene emissions. So benzene is a known carcinogen that is highly toxic and volatile when exposed to air. Much of the excess transmissions come through leaks in valves and tanks. Brian, there's a better way. That's my point. There's a better way. This is archaic, and we are the last generation. This is going to be like smoking. In not too many years, this is going to be unacceptable. It shouldn't be acceptable now, but yeah, it's the air quality of, specifically said NO2. nitrogen dioxide. So those are bad things, bad things to have in the air is volatile organic compounds. Not what you want. Anyway, I did my research. I stood up for society. No one seems to care. Good luck.